I'm Deb Blackmore. I'm a member here at St. John's, and I have played the organ and sung in the choir and played in the handbells, and right now kind of retired from all three of those, but that's okay. My word for you today is shout, and shout is something that's uttering a loud call or a cry, typically as an expression of a strong emotion. Like we have shouts of joy, or we have shout of warning. Sometimes we shout in anger. And I have a story that happened to me when I was about 6 or 7 that covers all three feelings of shout in my book, which is a shout of anger, a shout of joy, and a shout of anguish. The story starts on the farm where I lived and was raised. And we had a brooder house for a rooster and some hens. My mother always went out to feed them. And we had this old rooster, and my grandfather called him Old Tom. And Old Tom did not like my mom. And every time she went out and she happened to bend over to fill the water troughs or fill the feed bins, he would jump on her back and he would try to spur her. And this particular day, he jumped on her back and he did spur her very badly. And Mother saw a board leaning against the wall. She picked it up. She hit Old Tom. She started screaming and shouting. And when she started shouting, I heard my father on the back side of the farm come running. And he was shouting, but his was in anguish. Mother's was in anger. And then I saw my grandfather walking up, looking in, and when my mother came out of the pen, she was holding Old Tom upside down, and Tom was minus his head. And my grandfather just smiled with his mustache into this great big smile, and he said, "Okay, I know what we're having for dinner." And we're having Old Tom and dumplings. And he went and got the old wash tub, built a fire, put that big old black kettle on that fire, and he cleaned that bird, and my mother did cook it, and we had chicken and dumplings for supper that night. This coming Sunday is going to be Palm Sunday. And on Palm Sunday, there's lots of jubilation, a lot of shouting, a lot of spreading of palms and flowers as Jesus rides into Jerusalem. Those are wonderful shouts, shouts of joy, shouts of happiness. And that's the thing that we have to remember, because this is a jubilant time, and this is a jubilant Sunday coming up as we go into Jerusalem. There are things that are coming later in the week, but Jesus knows those. The crowd does not. And the crowd will change. But right now, they're shouting for joy and happiness on Palm Sunday. And I've been corrected, it's really Passion Sunday. But Palm Sunday is a joyous, shouting Sunday. And we should shout this coming Sunday.